Okay, I don't know what happened.
But none of the curse breakers ever return.
Okay. There. No. Okay. Plug it.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Think it's all right to touch him?
What do you need? So, what'll it be? That it? Fine.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that... Here you go. You hear that, Martel?
It's not thief. Did you come through the forge today?
Last time I just didn't even look through this. I didn't even look through this. I just ran through. I mean, I didn't even run through it. I didn't even run through it all. I just never even bothered to look around this place. Actually, but damn.
Perhaps they're all enough for the sins of Zemeckis.
Clyde Ross.
Go on. Eat up. Won't work.
fabulous.
Mm.
You know, all the ladies in the Dominion are wearing them.
Removing a brand is almost as painful as getting one.
Once the Dalmegs have laid siege to the Dominion, very little will be leaving Twinside, including the many medicines distilled there.
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later.
Mike kills all the Mongols. Ah!
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
The great competition.
I don't think so.
Of course you didn't, because I've never been. You got these things. Carry move across the countless leagues of open seas. I'm not good to hold. I'm not just stupid Koopa. Okay. Man, this fucker is just too cute. Oh shit, you remind me of my dog. Horrible, horrible question. Seeing around humans. Okay. The angel of death. Peaceful. Huh.
How are you doing? Oh. And Sid, he's still with us.
Okay.
Oh, same old.
Picking up problems, dealing with them now, I'm gonna save it later. Channels to the world, I need you to help get through it. Curse breakers and stuff. Okay. You find yourself loose, well, just let me know where you find me. Okay.
Here you go. Always something in there.
Oh, Clyde!
The patron's wisp, does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Words are immortal. Business is busy. still.
Oh, okay.
Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Completing side quests will earn 5 Young inspired maybe 5 for fans underneath the cause visit Harry Mist real levels of the okay. Ability points.
Here you are. All yours.
Cool.
Come again. I may have more for you. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? Come again. I may have more for you. A single target. Multiple. Still want that. His icon is Ephraim. I wonder how many more we get. Like, trip. That is a lot of trip.
Mather's alright.
Ah, my favorite pupil. What is it that you wish to learn? One must understand one's place in the world.
Oh yeah, Freak's Breath. The Iron Kingdom. I bet their province used to expand like over here.
Very good.
You two look like you could use something to it. Martel. Now,
Weren't she the girl from the furrow?
Of course she...
I am brave as...
These aren't those apples, are they? She'd have been proud. A gift from the backyard.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't. Old Sid was he didn't have them right from.
That sounds like...
Planning on keeping that look. Hang on. He's our Martel. I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work. Clyde, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some up.
Well, you can leave the box.
was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
That room's as ragged as goats.
I hear
Long
there's
way
trouble
back.
in Rosaria.
They were clearly
They remember, I suppose, she put her when she died.
and through.
I
No, I'm
didn't,
sorry to
by the
rush through
way.
this, but it's just a side mission. And I know it's about
like your
my...
fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time.
How much water can a flower take?
A lot. Ooh, excuse me. And buoy. Basket. Alrighty, here we go. Southern Rosaria.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
All right. Shit.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Porter's Alder. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Ooh, oh yeah. There we go. I don't think so. The other way. Okay. Stay right there. That's it. Okay. Ambrosia.
Yeah.
Ambrosia. Yep. Rah! I like this bird. What's the bird? The bird is a bird. Oh. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is a bird. And it's a bluebird. Wanna fight, bird? Let my bird fight for me. Yeah. Leave my bird friend alone. Come on. Get the fuck out of here. I got 15 experience points out of that. That's pretty cool.
Enough of you, are there?
Cool. Good enough for me. I'm out of here. Let's go. Oh shit, hold on. Alright, sorry, my bad. My niece showed up.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing but loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
Welcome, stranger.
Hey. Oh.
Fare you well?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What were their 100?
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
But what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the Apollo tree, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Stay down!
More of my mother's men.
Stay You're finished!
Goblin coin.
That's better. It's over.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true Schmidt tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you... We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Oh shit.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Damn. I just turned dark real quick.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Didn't happen to come by way of Old Hill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
I did, Mummy! I could hear him shouting from down the road.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes. Oh, how am I to sell them?
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
Okay, hold on.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Very well.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here.
More than enough room to
Fuck off. Hang you chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all. I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties. I'll cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is a...
Alright, let's do it.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. Run like the wind. Thanks, Gal. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed.
Oh.
You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
No. Cool.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
You're telling me that's the Archduke?
What is it you require?
Let's buy 1,000. I mean 1,000 worth.
Of course, my lord. I will be here should you need aught else.
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So wait. The bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
However, depending on class distinction, they may choose to remain behind.
We'll show them that the fire in our... May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Faster!
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Viceroy. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For us area!
For us area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battle for them.
More dragons!
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Nice.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Nice.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall.
It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience. Especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the Mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Lossfield Manor.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil, the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
By your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
There be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess. I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? It's Valisthea. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it... Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? From spit roast?
If it's my blessing.
Well, I'm no... But you're made of sterner stuff.
Something tell...
Fantastic!
So...
Chancer's stew. It was once a favourite, and the only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly a beast, no doubt. Most likely some...
Does the book say anything?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop...
Roses. Rosaria? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Back, are you? Not saying Fordian, do you? Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. That it? Fine. What do you need? What do you want?
Oh, I already have it. Stupid.
And?
I could have sworn we had a few more. Typical nobles.
How did we never hear?
There are new billets being posted every day.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to...
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't... And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally, it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up. Something's getting him down. And whatever... It's like he's lost his spark. But I'm thinking he might if we both...
Fine.
Knew you'd...
But if he doesn't want to talk...
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. Wait a bit, then...
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
By 12. I'll take that. The breath of fire. Oh.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Catherine.
First August. What's it got to do with...
August was worried that something had been... I thought you might want...
I told you not.
Clive just wants to help. Talk to him. Please, mate.
Phil, it's not the sort of thing you'd bother people.
Why don't you tell us all?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen. Karen, Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn kept, but it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even X all his stuff to order, but
You don't know where we might...
like I said, you don't trust hunters neither.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leather worker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
I'm gonna call out the stream right there. Cause damn, I'm getting hungry again. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one, which will probably be, I don't know when, but yeah.